Hi everyone and welcome to Power Plays. I'm Harry and today I'm going to be telling you the major differences between 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus. Big shout out to 2 Point Studios for giving me an early edition of this game so I can pump out all the content just for you guys. If you're interested in getting your hands on this game for free, then make sure you check the link out in the description below to enter my giveaway where you could win a free copy of 2 Point Campus. There are tons of ways for you to enter, so make sure you do them all, increase your chance of winning. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let's roll. I'm going to take you into Mitten University, and here we go. So, the main differences between 2 Point Hospital and 2 Point Campus. Now, in 2 Point Hospital, there wasn't a need to customize everything. You know, you could just get away with just making some basic rooms, and all would be okay. But now there are so many different items that you can add. So, like for example, this is my, as you can see here, my robo construction room, and this is like the main bit. So you know, when you're let me go. I'm gonna go over here. Let's do a robo construction room, and I'm just gonna build this massive room. There we go. So you can see, all right, we've got two main things you need to have. So you can see that and a door. But look at all these different things that you can add, which is gonna help students get better grades. And you know, if you don't add them in straight away, you're going to get a message and they're going to ask you for them. They are very demanding, but just like look at all these items, and as you can see, they are quite big. So you thought, oh, you know, this was a massive room. Well, I just filled it up. And these are all the things that I've unlocked, but you know, there are more things I could have added. And look at all these different posters that you can put in as well, so it's not going to take too much space. But yeah, I've just done a room there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6 by 10. I think I counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 6 by 8. The recommended is 6 by 6. There you go, 6.8, and I've just filled the room with everything that you're going to need. Eventually, you might not need them all at once, but whereas in the treatment rooms, which is the equivalent, you could get away with say just having this big open space with not that much stuff in it. So something to look out for. You're gonna want to jam pack your rooms full of every single thing that you can think of, and if you don't do it straight away, you're gonna get asked to do it. So you can see here my student room, student chill out room, full of nice little goodies. Nice little things that you can just stick in, even the kitchen sink. So yeah, definitely make sure that you're building bigger rooms than usual. You can see they're all gathered around the board, but bigger rooms than usual, just to make sure that everyone is using everything. And as I said, if not, you're going to get a request because students are going to need that item. So cue to look at the poster. Interesting. So something else, big difference. Gone are the days of the Gold Star. Gone are the days of the Gold Star. Let me just build. I'm going to build a student union. It's a massive room. I don't usually build it this big, but massive room. We're going to stick a bar in. We're going to stick a stage. Let's get a dance floor in. We've got to have a dance floor, right? There we go, we got a dance floor in. Now, you can see the prestige go up. The bigger the room, the more prestige. Alright, if I just added this here, we're going to be able to put more things in. It's going to be great. Now, you can see it's going up. Prestige is going up. But as you can see, it's just going up a bit less each time. A bit less each time. To the point where it's hardly going up at all.
Try and focus on our
so gone are the days where you can spam gold stars. You have to put everything in, like all different items. Put it in a jukebox. Look how much that went up. If I put in a dartboard, skyrocketing up here. Even putting in windows, if I can, there we go, Windows, getting it up. Let's bang a hand sanitizer down. Arcade machine. You can see that you need to put such a variety of items in, otherwise you are not going to you're not going to get the room prestige high enough. And again, you know, I'll show you, if I just pick a poster, this bat poster, you can see it going up, but all of a sudden it's just not going up as much, although I'm absolutely cramming them in. It's just not going up as much. So you're going to have to do a wide variety. You're going to have to use those kudos points to unlock lots of different things. Put a little podium up there. There we go. But you can see there are so many different things that you can unlock, so many different layers of customization, and that's what makes this game so different to 2 Point Hospital. Whereas 2 Point Hospital, you know, you didn't have to. Well, you could do that level of customization, but you didn't have to. Whereas in this case, you really do have to. Now, a big difference is we have an academic year. Obviously, we didn't have that in 2 Point Hospital. We just had patients come and go as they please. You know, you increase your hospital level, you're going to increase the amount of patients coming in. However, you have a fixed amount of students for the year. So as you can see, next year, I've got 139 students coming in. You know, this year, 133. Not that many more. That will change, trust me. But you will have that many students in this campus for the year. That's not going to change. That means that, you know, you do not have to worry about creating more dorms, for example. Once you've sorted your dorms for the year, that is done. More toilets, more showers, done. All the rooms that you've got, done. You don't need to add to them. However, once you cross over to a new academic year and say, you know, you increase the number of students you've got by upgrading stuff, and you can see here you've got an increase in what the different campus requirements are. So, you know, if I just added in a new course, say funny business, there we go, you can see I need to add 3 teachers and 3 rooms. But this is only needed
if you're anything
after
like
the
me,
academic
you're wondering
year.
why everyone is
So it's something which,
about
you know,
cheesy gubbins.
you don't need to worry about
Hugh has the story.
just yet if you're part of the way through. If someone wants a supercomputer, do we have a supercomputer?
Yes,
we can do it later.
Cheesy gubbins have brought campus life to a standstill.
Supercomputer, place item.
Golden
Alright.
Gubbin promotion.
Supercomputers
The
in
company
World
has said
Game.
that there are 6 of the
But that academic year, it's good and it's bad. It's bad because you're then tied into a certain amount of money.
Though the lucky student is with the nurse.
Yes, you can increase the amount of money slightly you get by doing more, or getting them to do more assignments, getting some more, you know, libraries in, giving them more space to get that extra credit. Yeah, great. So you can see here, they're going to get that XP, they're going to complete the assignment, and it will give me more money. And you get money every single month. So end of August, end of September, end of October, end of November. So we're going to get the next lot of money at the end of this month. Now again, that's going to be fairly fixed for the whole year. You're going to get the same tuition fees. You're going to get the same rent that you're getting for the dormitories. That's not going to change. So you really need to manage your money. Gone are the days where you can just increase the amount of patients you've got, bring in more money. It's just not going to happen. So you do need to utilize sometimes these loans, because if you're a bit stuck for cash halfway through the year, chances are you're going to be stuck in that situation for a while. So do not be afraid to use some of these loans. I use them pretty much every single campus, and it just helps me out. Rather than struggling, I can then create that room, I can get those students happier, and then it's just going to make my life a lot easier. Next year comes along, I can build those extra rooms, get more students, increase the amount of tuition fees I've got. You can see here, 1.5 million tuition fees for the year. Just by bumping this up, you know, it's increases the amount of tuition fees I'm going to get, increases the amount of students. Thankfully, I don't need any extra rooms, but you can see here that it's just a little reminder, you're going to need that amount of money to get those extra teachers. So money is something you need to keep an eye on, especially throughout the year. It's different to what happens with 2 Point Hospital, whereas, you know, you can quite easily bump up all the prices and just watch that money flow in. Not the case here. This 620k, you know, it's taken a while for me to get that up. I'm in year 6. So you can see a profit of 73 there. You can see my tuition fees, that's going to be standard throughout the year. My rent, pretty standard. It's the XP bonus, which you're going to get by students learning, students being happy, students doing their assignments. That's what's going to be bumping everything up, especially early game. Take off the staff wages, and there is my monthly profit. The biggest difference, I would say, the biggest difference is just the focus on student experience versus patient experience. What I found in 2 Point Hospital, you just want to get your patients in, diagnosed, cured, out as soon as possible. You can get away with not having vending machines, not having benches, not having a lot of things. You can get away with that. However, you can't do that. You need to schedule films, schedule nights out. So let's get a film in. Let's get a film in right now. It's going to make everyone happy. You can go to your students' lounge. Let's schedule a party. It's going to make 10% movement speed, 20% happiness, and you want those students to be happy. Because if they are not happy, then they aren't going to do well. So let's get a party scheduled right now. You've got a nice little selection. Let's get the honor rollers in. And I mean, we've got a while to schedule it, so I'm going to schedule it over there. And as you can see down here in the little timetable, you can see when you've got all these things scheduled. There's a real focus on making sure that students have got places to hang out, places to play, get some drinks, play more video games, relationship items. Look at this, the love trumpet. You want your students to get relationships, makes them happier. You want them to join clubs. Look over here. This is the Bookworm Club, where students come, they join the Bookworm Club, and they actually improve their rate of learning. We've got over here, just look, someone's just joined the speed walking club. What that does, makes people faster. And then you can get these little items, which is going to increase their level at the club, and just their all-round enjoyment. It's practicing as speed walking. There we go. That's going to make them, her? That's going to make them move quicker. It's going to get their happiness up, their social up. Like, just having a look at here, but look, they're a robot in fairness. But you can see that Speedwalker 5 using advanced, look at energy movement speed plus 50. Those sort of things you didn't have at 2 Point Hospital. You just banged an energy drinks machine down and you were all sorted. You don't have that anymore. You need to focus on student happiness. Otherwise, they aren't going to do well. You need to make sure that they're happy with the amount of people they're sharing a dorm with. 6 is quite a lot. 5 is usually the number I go for. You've got to make sure that there's lots of toilets. Make sure that there are showers for them to wash. You've got to make sure you're doing all these things, these little hangout areas, every building, these kiosks, clubs for them to join to socialize. Let's get some love seats out. We've got over here, we've got the love tree, just to encourage romantic relationships. There are loads of things you want to add. You want your students to socialize. You want them to be happy. And that is a big focus in campus. Big, big focus. And to be honest, it's a breath of fresh air. I love it. Finally, let's talk training. This is the training room. Look at it. Now, you can't have multiple people training at once here. We've just got this one machine. It's not that we've got multiple seats. Someone comes in, no guest trainers, nothing. What you do is you click in here, and here are all the staff that I can train. Now you'll notice they've only got 3 slots, but as you can see, you can train different things. So like for example, robotics, I've got that up to level 6, and it's only taking up 1 slot. That is great, because what you can do is you can train multiple people in a wide range of things. So for example, Bertie Factory, the level 4 robotics skill, 100% training skill, also a researcher, also can teach internet history as well. So that means I've got one One staff member that can do 3 things. Teach robotics, teach internet history, and do some research. Over here, you know, we've got a librarian that also is a pretty funny person. You know, we've got loads of things that we can do. Robotics and private tuition. And it just adds the combination of great staff that you can get. You can have staff members work across multi-disciplines, and all you do is you go in and let's train Ariana better at instant history. You come in, click that, click start training. They're now queued. So when they're free, in their free time, they will come to go get trained. What's this? We want Brad. Let's see what we can train Brad in. Could we put them in the library? Happy thoughts, comic training, aerodynamics. Let's get that in. All of a sudden, Brad is now queued for aerodynamics, and they'll come in and they'll get that sorted. Eve. Let's put Eve in happy thoughts. There we go. In we go. So there are loads of things that we can add. Look, we could get them and more private tuition, all the different courses that we could train them in. There are loads of things. It is great. It's so much better than the other training mechanic because you can really have your own staff. Like, you don't have to have staff in a certain way. Like, you don't have to have, oh, these staff all have to be treatment staff and it's level 1 to level 3 treatment, level 4 treatment. Oh, I'll add in a motivation slot, etc, etc. No, you could have a level, like, I've got a level 5 robotics, and it can get higher. It doesn't have to stay at level 5 either. It can go higher. Level 6, you see there. But it just makes the staff your own. And it is so great. So great. The number one difference about this game is I do not think there are going to be people, or there will be people that try, but there is not a one-way prescribed way to play this game and succeed. You can play this game however you want, and you can do really well. You can customize it however you want. There are no perfect solutions. You know, you don't stack items. Yes, you can throw in a few medicine cabinets here or there, but it's not going to stack up as well as it did in 2 Point Hospital. You've got to add your own flair, your own design, your own passion into these campuses, and that is what makes it great. Honestly, Campus is not just a reskin of 2 Point Hospital. It is the real deal. It is an improvement, dare I say, an improvement on 2 Point Hospital, and I love it. I cannot wait to play more.
Thanks for joining us on Campus
So there you have it. There are my key
signing
differences
off.
between
Apparently
2 Point
we
Campus
actually
and
have
2
a
Point
little
Hospital.
time. So,
Don't forget, check out the link in the
hope you all
description.
have
Join my
a
giveaway. You can get your
wonderful,
hands on
excellent,
this game,
lovely rest of your
and
days.
you're gonna want it, because if you love 2 Point Hospital,
there
you're
we go.
gonna love this game. And of course, we still have the funny Tannoy people. Just where's, you know, this game wouldn't be a 2 Point Students game without the humor. The humor is still there, don't worry. Thanks for watching. Do make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next episode. Bye for now.